Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today I have a news episode for you guys. You guys are probably wondering, why on earth are you having a news episode? Thought you stopped playing the game. I did stop playing the game. However, I'm still keeping up with the updates, just in case there's an update there that I'd, like to try. If there's one of those, then I'm going to jump on the game and try it again. Otherwise, though, then I'm not going to play, simple as that. So I got to keep up if I want to play again. And I know a lot of you players probably aren't playing as well, many of you, so hopefully these news episodes, whenever I have them, will help you decide if you want to jump back on. So Awaken the Winter Warrior Within. Little teaser. Everybody kind of figured out what tanks these are already. Like, this is the 277, or the 227, or the 777. Is that what it is? Oh yeah, whatever. And this is like the M48a2 E2, whatever it is. And then this is the Bourrasque, right? And so this is going to be the new season, starting in 19 hours from when I'm recording this. Yeah, but let's continue, because they delve more into it, deeper into it, should I say. But first off, big win weekend. Don't miss these massive battlefield bonuses. ×2 XP bonus on your first win on every tank. Wait a minute, question. Wasn't that already a thing? Don't you already get ×2 on your first win in a tank? Or did they get rid of that with the update? They must have gotten rid of it, seeing how this is what they're advertising right now is ×2, and the consumables are half off, which is how they should be, because they're mad expensive right now. You get amazing XP gains all weekend long, ×2 with just your first win with every tank. Okay, I'm sad. I'm more sad than I think I've ever been with this update. Why did I decide to do a news episode? You mean to tell me that now ×2 is special? Even though it was literally in the game since the beginning, you'd get ×2 for every victory? Whew, cool, awesome. Let's just do away with that, because who cares? And 50% consumables. Okay, I'm sad. I regret making a news episode. Oh goodness. Alright, what else is there? Okay, on track to the Centurion Action X. I'm assuming this would also be to the M48a2, obviously. And finally, nothing can stop the power of these Winter Warrior vehicles. Let's take a look. Just Winter Warriors. Yeah. So this is the 777, this is the T95 thingamabop, or M48 thingamabop, and this is the Bourrasque. So let's take a look. Forged from battle in cold steel. It was actually probably most likely forged from heated steel, as unfortunately you can't really alter cold steel very well, because to forge something. Well, anyway, who cares? Moving on. Conquer the battlefield with the Soviet Tier 9 Object 277 version 2 heavy tank, the French Tier 8 Châtillon Bourrasque medium tank, and the American M48a2 T54e2 medium tank, available for limited time only through the Winter Warriors season. So yeah, you're gonna have to play the game. It sounds like the best warriors are armed and ready, and the Soviet Tier 9 Object 777 version 2 heavy tank is no exception. This tank is, thanks to its sturdy turret and sloped frontal armor, the front of the Soviet Iron Fortress will stay protected as you make full use of its gun's excellent rate of fire, penetration, and damage. Yes, but from what I understand, this thing is a beast at side scraping. Its side armor is actually really thick and really tiny, and that's how you stay alive longer in this, on PC anyway. And typically they don't really nerf armor; they typically just nerf the gun and the engine into oblivion. So if that's the case, utilize this thing's side armor. Gameplay tip: since it's a heavily sloped armor instead of thick plates, the Object 277 version 2 has an outstanding combination of defense and mobility, allowing you to remain well protected as you maneuver around the battlefield faster than the usual heavy tank. Its smaller size also makes it harder to hit when taking cover, ideal for devastating hull-down gameplay on flat terrain. Reinforce your allies' attacks and deliver the finishing blows. Deliver finishing blows, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go for damage. You heard it here first, folks. Wargaming, they know how to play. Wait until the enemy team is a one-shot, then fire your gun. Tip of the day. If you heard it here first, folks. Heard it here first. The sloped armor and robust turret offer excellent protection. That's not really a tip. That's not a gameplay tip, but okay. Its low profile makes it hard to hit compared to taller heavy tanks. Stay close to your allies to avoid flanking attacks. I really wish Wargaming would play their own game, so that when they gave, like, gameplay tips, they would understand. So I have a longsword in my position. It's a replica, right? But it's really, really cool, and I really, really like it, and it's super comfortable, super well balanced. It's a beautiful piece, and I love just holding it, because like, wow, this is really comfortable, right? And this thing is from the 1200s, so this sword, its model, is over 700 years old. And 700 years ago, you're thinking, okay, well, if it's so balanced and so comfortable to swing and wield, clearly they used some math, and the blacksmiths just got it right. No, that's not how it would have happened. What would have happened is they would have, yes, used some math to figure out the balance and whatnot, and figure out how to forge it and what they need to do, and plus there's a bunch of art, of course, in this blacksmithing, but they also would have needed feedback and been learned from previous mistakes with other swords, and so on and so forth, meaning they would have needed feedback. Simple as that, simple and plain, to get the feel of it to feel so good, to get the balance and just the comfort of wielding this thing. They would need feedback, and you know, that was 700 years ago to create such a fantastic sword. We're 700 years later. You would think people would learn by now that you need to go by feedback and go try your own sword. Blacksmiths would have swung their own sword to see how it feels. I kind of wish Wargaming would swing their own swords, but apparently they don't. Strike hard. The French Tier 8 Châtillon Bourrasque medium tank comes with a deadly 2-round autoloader. Notable stealth values. Notable. You can note them down, but then again, you can also note down the stealth values of a mouse if you want to. And hair-like mobility to turn the tide of battle in your favor. The enemy won't know what hit them. Oh, cool. They put M just to sound cool. Gameplay tip. Are you ready for the tip, guys? Here we go. The experts themselves. Let's see what they've got. Ready to excel at tactical warfare? Yes, I am. What do you have? Assume your spotting position. All right, here I am. I'm in my bush. Tag your targets. All right, I'm going to tag them. What does that mean? You want me to shoot them? But maybe my bush... Maybe... Okay. Assume your spotting position and tag your targets. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you, a lot of the times, you have to choose one or the other, okay? Most of the time, you have to choose one or the other. If you're sitting in a bush and you're spotting the enemy team, and you're not spotted, don't fire. Keep them there. Unless you know how to double bush out this other stuff. There's all sorts of other elements, but typically, don't fire. If you're sitting in a bush and you fire, you're going to get spotted, you're going to get tagged yourself, and you're going to die. You are one gun spotting however many you're spotting, okay? So keep that in mind. Unleash quick bursts from your auto loader and make the enemy feel like they're rolling into an ambush. As a super mobile and stealthy tank, the Bat Chat is best suited for racking up XP by shooting and spotting from a safe mid-range distance. Alright. Make use of the autoloader to assist your allies. Whew! I wasn't going to use my autoloader. I was just going to go around ramming things. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm sure most of you probably didn't realize that you could make use of your gun and shoot it. So, thank goodness for that. Earn XP by spotting, tracking, and shooting your enemy's weak spots. I think that this is genius and very unique to this tank. I can't think of any other tanks that can spot, shoot tracks, and shoot enemies' weak spots. I really don't. Genius. Absolutely stellar right now. We're going on. They're just whew. So now you know. Shoot tracks. And that's why for this tank you need to stay close to your allies and, you know, only shoot things when they're about to die, because it can't track and can't shoot weak spots. So keep that in mind. This tank can. It can track and shoot weak spots and spot. Crazy. Use its speed and mobility to execute hit and run tactics and reposition when needed. That's like the only good-ish advice ever. You know, hit and run tactics. But when there is an opening is what they probably should have said. When there is an opening. Instead of just go. Okay, anyway. Let's move on. M48a2 T54e2. I can't do this game without making fun of it. It's just too easy. American steel, unlike anything else. With its excellent aim time, accuracy, gun depression, and reload speed. Okay, so who cares about any of this? With the like, who cares? We have update 6.0. We have snapshot. We have smooth ride. We have vertical stabilizers. Who needs good accuracy? And alpha damage. So I think it's a 120, so you have 400. Oh, but don't worry, it's minus 20 RNG on your alpha, so it doesn't really matter. The tier 10 medium tank is a Battlefield classic in the making. It's classic, guys. Brand new, but it's classic. Plus, with its exceptional mobility, this vehicle will get you exactly where you need to be quickly and effectively. Sweet, so you can go die faster. Fantastic. Let's just make the games end sooner. Gameplay tip. The damage that the M48a2 T54e2 can deal in a minute surpasses the HP values of every medium tank below its tier. Wait a second. You mean to tell me that this tank has more than 1750 base DPM? You mean to tell me this tank exceeds 1700 DPM? Who signed me up? Notice how it says, okay, real quick. The damage, okay, that it can deal in a minute surpasses the HP values of every medium tank below its tier. It doesn't say at its tier. The healthiest tier 10 has 2050 DPM. Are you telling me this tank doesn't have 2050 DPM? And it's a tier 10 medium tank without an autoloader? Oh my gosh. Either they're terrible at wording anything in their lives, which they are, or this tank has abysmal DPM. In other words, fire at will, Commander. Oh, I wasn't going to fire at anybody. Again, they're teaching us very well. Okay. Just make sure you're tank busting from a safe distance, as its armor is not ideal for frontline combat. Oh, but you were just telling me that with its exceptional mobility, you can... Okay, fine. However, its accurate and powerful gun... All guns are accurate now. And 400 is barely anything to laugh at. Or, you know, be proud about, I guess. With its excellent depression... That's too bad. Same here. Makes this... an ideal vehicle for thinning enemy numbers and dominating in hull down combat, says the cupola on top. The regular M48 patent would like to know your location. The outstanding gun depression will make you the king of the hill. This tank is incredibly easy to play. I don't know what that means. You say that, and yet I see T95E6s, which are incredibly easy to play, do terrible. In fact, that's one of the easiest tier 10s to 3-mark in the game. So clearly that means nothing. Let's just give more tier 10s to noobs. Get ready to thrive in defensive and assisting roles. I'm confused again. Defensive roles. Defensive and assisting. So, didn't you just say you don't have the armor to deal with frontline combat? And playing defensively typically requires you to have armor, as you are allowing the enemy team to shoot at you. When you're playing defensively, you're allowing the enemy team to shoot at you first, pretty much. And that's ideal for IS-7s and such. So don't listen to this. Do not play defensively in this tank. In this regard, when you think of tanks, you're thinking defensive. You're thinking of that. And they just said this thing doesn't have armor. So don't take hits. Play it in the assisting role. Okay, there you go. Oh, I'm sad. I don't know why. Forget about it. Forget about it. Tell you what, guys. This is what we'll do. Tomorrow we'll have a live stream, and let's do World of Warships Legends. Let's do that. We'll play some of that and just blow things up in boats. How's that sound? Starting at 10 or 11, depending when I feel like getting on. AM Eastern time. ET. Phone home. But here in America, so EST, right? So that's what we'll do. I'm very happy about the tips they've given us, and I'm super excited about having less than 2050 DPM and a tier 10. Let's go play. Let's go play the game, guys. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button. Comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT. Link in the description below. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.